to tender the statement of Bubakar M. Kante. As a councillor, these ward councillors, which ward were you representing?
Carton ward.
From 2018 to 2022?
Yes, sir.
Now, did you serve in any committees of council during this period?
Yes, I do.
Please state the committees that you have served.
Youth and Sport.
Yes.
Development Committee.
Yes.
Foreign and Integration Committee.
Correct.
Education Committee.
Yes, sir.
And later in the Market Committee.
Do you keep a file for the records of proceedings for all these committees?
Well, records are kept by admin.
By admin?
Yeah.
You don't have secretaries?
We do have secretaries.
What was your role as at the Youth and Sports Committee?
Youth and Sport Committee, I was the chair.
For how many years?
From 2018 to 2022.
Was there a file for that?
Yes, there was a file.
Can you please get us that file?
Then I will.
Then you will what?
I will ask the admin to produce it, inshallah.
All right. Now, what do you do? What is your mandate? The mandate of the committee for Youth and Sports?
Sorry,
yes.
Mr. Kante, please note what you have been asked.
Thank you.
The Child Welfare Committee, were you the chairperson?
No, it's the same committee, Youth, Sport and Child Welfare.
And Child Welfare. Okay, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I beg your pardon. Now the Development Committee, you are the secretary?
Yes, sir.
Education Committee, you are the secretary or?
No, a member.
A member. Market Subcommittee?
Market Subcommittee, I was the secretary.
Where's the file for the Market Subcommittee?
Same with admin.
Were you keeping a file?
No, the procedure used to be, if you have a meeting as a committee, after the meeting, you attach the minutes of the meeting,
yes,
to the voucher that you're to be paid for.
Okay, just that. But you guys don't have.
And we went to the court board to request for it, and we couldn't see our file. So later on, I asked the vice chair, and he said the files are not under his custody. And
you were saying something very important. You were saying that after every meeting, you will attach the minutes to a voucher.
Yes, sir.
For payment.
For payment, yeah.
And then the voucher will be with the finance department. Of course, naturally, they have to pay you.
Yeah, they're supposed to pay.
And then, so you don't have copies of those minutes?
Well, I can't recall fully for all of them.
Mr. Kante?
Yes, sir.
Were you more particular about the payment for the sitting allowance than anything else?
No, sir.
Of course.
No, because the procedure of the meeting is, as a councillor,
yes,
we don't have an office. We don't have an office in the council.
Yes.
So the record to be kept,
yes,
is the responsibility of the admin.
But that does not mean you cannot have, as a secretary, you can't have a file for every correspondence you have sent.
Well, actually, at that, okay, I could recall having some with me, but I cannot recall exactly of which committee until I looked at my own level. But yes, sir.
No, proceed with what you're saying.
Yeah. As I'm saying, like, for example, if we do typing, yes, because there was a time, for example, I just want to give a feedback of, like at the beginning, personally, I put to the council that the councillor is supposed not to serve as secretaries to the committees for purpose of record keeping, because we don't have an office, we don't have cupboards to keep this, how to call it, minutes. So, but the answer was that used to be, if a committee is set, councillors serve as secretaries to the committee. When you take minutes, you print it out. After printing it out, then you send it to the admin where the voucher will be raised and attached to it. Then that's where as committee we stop. But like for example, if it is an issue of presentation at the council, after committee meetings, if you are to present at the council, you do come with the minutes of the meetings of that particular committee to do your presentation at the council.
Mr. Kante, what is difficult with the fact that you can just have a file as a secretary, for example?
That was
because you will be able to prepare minutes, correct? You will be able to prepare the minutes as a secretary.
Yeah, you will prepare the minutes.
Of course, it will be endorsed by the members, and you have then when the minutes are signed and they are dispatched for whatsoever purpose, in this case for payment of your allowances, you can just have a file for your copies. Mr. Kante, that's not supposed to be difficult. I'm not saying you're not supposed to have an office. That's purely administrative. I'm not discussing that issue. I'm saying for a day like today, you could have had your copies of your minutes.
Well, we felt like committee meeting minutes the documents belongs to the council, and it doesn't belong to you as an individual councillor or the secretary of the committee. So like after the meeting, you print it out, you give it to you send it to admin.
Were you paid your allowances when you sit?
Yes, we used to be paid, but not in all instances, sometimes.
Now, for instance, we have this file for the development committee minutes. It's LGCMJ bracket C BKAC 013 is the exhibit number 4, the development committee minutes. Which you were the chairperson, you said?
No, the secretary.
The secretary.
Yeah.
Is that all the file for the development committee, subcommittee meetings between 2018 to 2023? Is that all, sir?
That's what I've seen here.
No, but you can tell us because you were the secretary.
This way, because I've not seen any minutes for 2019.
Yes. So what does it mean?
Well, to me, if it is to me, I think I will put that to the admin.
You will. Were there meetings in 2019?
Yes.
Was there a file in 2019?
Yes.
No, you said you don't keep a file. So how do you know there's a file for 2019?
No, because the file is at the admin.
No, but you said there's a file for 2019 and you don't keep that file. How do you know there's a file for 2019?
Because I could recall very well after meetings we do send our minutes.
Did you tell Usman Ba that the other files are missing and they are lost?
No, that was at the beginning of 2018.
Did you tell Usman Ba that there were files that were missing? They were lost?
Yeah, then Usman was the chair.
You're not answering my question.
I am coming.
You're not answering my question.
Yes, I do.
You told Usman Ba that files were missing.
I do.
How many files were missing?
That was the development committee file.
Yes. How many files were missing?
No, maybe if you said how many minutes, because if you said file, development subcommittee has only one file.
Mr. Kante.
Yes, sir.
If you have only one file, then that's what is contained in all, that is what is contained in that file. You said as a secretary that there are files that are missing. Did you say that or not?
This is what I'm saying. Possibly this comes from admin.
No, but my questions are very direct, very simple. Mr. Usman Soko testified and said he consulted you and you told him that there are files that are missing.
Yes, sir. I said in 2018.
2018?
Yes, sir.
How about 2019?
2019, this is what I said. Then we are not keeping files at the vice office. This happened in the vice office.
What did you tell Usman Ba?
I told Usman Ba that I went to the vice chair and I found that our file, I went to the vice office because we kept our files in his drawers. Because the councils don't have an office, we don't have any cupboard to keep any material of us.
Yes.
We do go home with them and come with them.
Yes.
So for me as a secretary, I don't feel comfort to go with council's document. That's a committee meetings document. So I kept them in the, vice chairman's office. That's in the drawer.
What did you keep there?
That's the file of the development subcommittee at the beginning of 2018.
That's the file you have?
This is what I'm saying. Possibly this comes from the admin.
Yes. That's the one you have here.
If it comes from the admin, I said yes.
Yes.
But the one that the committee was keeping, as I served as the secretary of the committee, I would say this was not the file for that.
No. You said you do not keep a file. Don't change your answers. You said you did not keep a file. As secretary, you always submit the files because you do not have a place to keep the files. You said that.
Now, at the beginning of the submission, I said in 2018, I was keeping files, and it was in the vice office. That was my submission at the beginning. But I said in 2019, after confirming that our files were missing at the vice office, and in 2019 and beyond, we are not keeping record. After every meeting, we send the minutes to admin. This was my submission.
The bottom line is you were not sitting regularly. That's the truth.
The truth, wallahi, we are sitting regularly.
No, you were not. You don't have proof of that, do you? These ward allocations.
Yes, sir.
What was the procedure?
The procedure, the criteria at the beginning was set by development and planning unit.
Okay.
And part of the criteria, for example, that was set was like we're looking at gender. Yes. Because we have 28 wards.
Yes.
And out of the 28,
yes,
we had a lot of back and front with admin.
Yes.
Per se, like the finance director and the CEO, in terms of the payment, because our stand was every ward should benefit the 500,000.
Yes.
And we constantly ringing that bell at the council.
Yes.
But later on we are told there is no amount for such to be paid because it's supposed to be $14 million. So the council doesn't have the amount at the time. So we are told to put it in phases. So if we are to put in phases, meaning criteria has to be set, yes, who to benefit first, who to come the other way around. So like one of our criteria was we looked at gender because 5 supposed to benefit. Yes. And in that 5 we said let 2 be female. Yes. That was one of the criteria I could recall. Another criteria we used was, okay, let's look at Fonyi also. Were they asked to submit a budget? Yes, all of them were. How many people submitted their budget and their proposals? Well, I cannot recall the total number that submitted, but I could recall some names that submitted. Yes, the names that submitted. Give us the names, please. I could recall Banjulundi Ward submitted. Banjulundi Ward? Yes. Okay. Jaba Ward submitted. Jaba Ward, yes, sir. Yes. I could recall Sintet Ward submitted. Sintet. Yes. I could recall, I think Sibano, that's Honorable Mariam Manga, the ward she represents. Yes. I think Sibano. Yes. And Brufut Ward submitted. Go ahead. If I'm not forgetting, Pirang Ward also submitted. Pirang Ward. Go ahead, sir. This might be the 6 as of now. How about Katom? No, Katom benefited in 2019. That was the first disbursement. Yes. Which year is this one? No, I thought you were talking of the second one. The first one was Katom Ward, Gunjur Ward. Just wait a minute. Okay. First one is Katom. Gunjur. Block,
Block,
Suba Ward,
Suba,
Jiboro,
Jiboro,
I guess Willingara too. Then it was Honorable Alfal. I think he made a submission.
Willingara, yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, proceed.
As of now, these are.
Was it about 10?
I think the 10 was in the second disbursement.
No, this one I'm talking about, this one, the first one, 2019.
2019.
Yes.
Yeah, close to 10. But
Close to
all-
10.
all, yeah, yes,
So when Usman Bas said it's 5 that submitted, that's not true.
5 was selected, I could recall.
No, it's not submitted.
Submitted.
It was more than 5. I mean, the names you gave me is 6. So close to 10 is more than 5.
Yeah, I think it's more than. It was
It's more than 5.
Yeah, because I could recall for that of Willingara.
Yes.
If you may allow me to explain a little bit.
Go ahead, sir.
Was not considered at the time because at the moment of 2018, the ward was benefiting a council's capital project.
Yes.
That was Willingara market.
Yes.
Then council was building it.
Yes.
And, he had to call it. Based on that, he was told that as his ward is benefiting a capital project, they have let him give chance to other wards that are not yet benefiting
I know.
from the council.
I'm saying, was it open for all the wards, for all the councillors representing these wards submit their budget or proposal, however you call it?
No, it was open to all.
And then, what number submitted?
This is what I said, like these 5 including Wellingara, but I could recall vividly the statement was made to Honorable Alfal
Yes.
that because of his benefiting a capital,
So, yes. And then the development committee, you received these applications.
we received them.
Where are the applications? They're not in the file. They're not there.
Yeah, they're not in the file.
Yes. So where are they? Where are they? So what was the criteria for selecting the 5 that benefited?
Well, the criteria that was set was the ward must have a ward account.
Yes.
You should submit proof of committee meetings.
Yes.
That's the ward committee meeting.
Yes.
You should present to the you should present the design of the project, like the project identified by the ward committee.
Yes. Did you take part in all these discussions at the level of the committee?
Yes, I do.
You did?
Yeah.
You didn't miss any meeting for this discussion?
Yes, sir.
How about Usman Ba? Did he miss any meeting?
Usman, no, I couldn't recall because he was the chair.
He was present. He was present throughout in all the meetings, from starting to ending.
Yes, sir.
Was there a point that a member of the committee will be asked to step out?
Yeah, that do happen.
Well, tell us what about that.
That was the second disbursement.
No, I'm talking about the first disbursement. It didn't happen the first disbursement.
The first one.
It didn't happen.
The first one. No, the first one, it do happen, I recall, both the first and the second.
Okay, now tell us about that one.
Anyone who applied for it,
Yes.
and you are a member of the committee,
Yes.
because of a conflict of interest,
Yes.
you should not take part in the proceeding.
Okay, but Baba took part in the proceedings. You said yes earlier. Unless you want to change
You
it.
were saying, was he part of the meetings?
Yeah,
He was taking part
right?
in meetings, but in this case, for example, when you just sent in the question,
Yes.
I understood that was one of the criteria. If
Yes.
you are a member of the like,
Was it taking part in the meetings?
I and
Mr.
him
Kante?
were not part of the meeting.
What?
I and him was not part of the meeting.
You were not part of the meetings.
That particular meeting.
When was this meeting?
This is what I'm saying for the to call a selection of the wards of benefit.
You didn't take part in the meetings.
I couldn't recall. And the second one, Alai Show 2 doesn't take part.
No, you did not take part in these meetings. For all the minutes of the meetings, your names were there.
No, I mean for this one.
Where are the minutes?
Sir, well, I've not seen it in the file.
So produce the minutes to show us that you didn't take part in the meeting. You know why I asked this?
No, sir.
Of course you know. The idea is some people felt some people were aggrieved, they felt they were discriminated against.
Well,
We know there are councillors that are there that for like 5 years, they did not have allocations.
Not having the allocation was not a trouble on the committee, but that's the general council.
No, but the committee makes the recommendation, do you not?
Yes, to select.
Yes. The ones you select, are they not the ones that are allocated these funds?
They were the one.
Exactly.
But the issue supposed to be everybody should benefit. That was the resolution.
Supposed to be,
Everyone
supposed
should
to what obtained on the ground. What obtained is only a few benefited.
Yeah, that's when we were at the tight corner with the admin saying that there is no fund for such payment.
Yes, and the ones that were benefited mainly were the ones that were part of these committees, making decisions. That's it. That's the truth.
No. In the committee, only 3 people benefited.
3 out of?
Actually, I don't know the total number.
What is the number of the committee?
The number of committee at times goes up to 10.
Up to 10?
Yeah.
At times?
Yeah, some committees are up to 10.
All right. As it stands, we don't have the 2019 minutes, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you produce the 2019 minutes?
I will work on it.
Okay. Mr. Kade, was your area affected with respect to the mining activities?
Yes, sir.
Did you benefit from these mining activities?
I do.
Please tell us about that.
It was like what?
How much did you benefit? Which year did you benefit?
We benefited in the first disbursement, that was in 2020.
How much?
That was 1,051,000.
Do you know how much was received by the council?
We were told at the council that a payment of 7 million is been deposited.
7.8 or thereabout, yes.
Now, the 8 came later on when we have the what's it called? The letter from the Ministry of Treasury.
Yes.
That's the time we knew, or I knew it was 7.8. But at the time, at 2020, at the council, we were informed it is 7 million.
How many times did they inform you that they have received monies from the Accountant General's office in relation to the geology fund?
I recall 2.
Twice.
Yes,
the second?
Was,
how much did they tell you?
I think 9 million.
They told you $9 million.
Like that.
Were you given letters for this?
No, we were not given letters. It was a verbal information at the council.
At the council general meeting?
Yes, sir.
And not all the wards that were affected benefited from it?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kente, you have the issue of this 1/6 and the honorarium that was paid to the councillors. What can you tell us about that? This is called the salibo money that was paid to you for every Tubaski and Corrector. You recall that?
Yeah, I recall.
Please tell us about that.
Well, for the honorarium, in 2018, when we came in 2018.
Is it a salibo or an honorarium?
It's an honorarium.
Why do you say it's an honorarium?
Because looking at the meaning of honorarium means being paid for a service that you carried on.
No, that may be a salary or an allowance as well.
Yeah.
What will qualify as an honorarium?
On my aspect, for that of 2018 and 19, I have not received.
Okay. You have not received any?
I have not received any.
2018 and 2019?
Yes.
When did you start receiving?
I started in 2020.
Why did you not receive in 2018 and 19? Why do you know?
Because then it was, we were told the activities that were done by market subcommittee and the finance subcommittee during those feasts, then the councillors are paid honorarium. And I could recall telling them, I am not in any of those committees at that moment of time. Therefore, I have not rendered any service that needs me to receive such an amount. Then I have not received. In 2020, the then market committee was dissolved. After dissolving them, another committee was set up. Then in that committee I belonged to, I was selected to be member of the market subcommittee. Then from there, after an exercise being done, then I do receive, because that was an oversight function that we were carrying on.
What bank do you bank with?
ECHO.
In 2018 as well?
Yes, sir.
Can you please provide us with your bank details?
Thank you, sir.
Now, Mr. Kante,
Yes, sir.
you did not provide any, you did not render any service to council aside from your work as a councillor. You were paid, how much were you paid the subsequent years for the honorarium?
I could recall it varies.
Tell us how much?
Like 6,000, 5, 6, not, I could not recall more than 8,000. I'm not sure. Stuff wrong.
Do you know why you were entitled to that amount?
This is what I said, where I thought then I was entitled because I have rendered a service to the council, which was an oversight function going to the field, like being a market committee member, doing, we went on this water issue. That's during the feast, we go demarcate the free places within the market to the vendors, and also make sure the collectors do follow every vendor that's there to make
yes, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, for vendors to make payments.
Yes, but my point is, you were a committee member of the market
Yes, sir.
in 2020.
In 2020,
And what was your role?
as a committee, market subcommittee.
Yes.
Well, our rules were to make sure, how to call it,
What is your allowance as a committee member?
for that services.
No, your allowance, you will be given allowance as a committee member, correct?
No, you're not giving an allowance as a committee member. You're giving an allowance after the exercise. If you don't,
for your sittings.
yeah, this is what I'm saying.
When
If
you
take
have
part-
sittings or meetings, do you have allowances for that?
We do.
You do.
Yes, sir.
So for the market subcommittee, you'll be given an allowance when you have sittings.
All the committees.
No, just for the market committee.
Okay,
So
sir.
that's your justification.
Yes, sir.
Now, in 2020, your allowances will be paid for your sittings.
Yes, sir.
Now, during Corite 2020, what services did you render?
That's what I explained.
Yes,
I
tell
guess.
us.
Like during Korite,
Yes.
or before Korite,
Yes.
and before Tobaski, like a week before, we'll be in the market and like in the free areas to demarcate the areas for the vendors to have space to do their wanted.
Yes.
And also to monitor the collectors to ensure the money that's been collected, like any amount that's been charged on them,
It's
like to make sure the tickets are given and the amounts are collected and being deposited to the council account.
How much did you collect in 2020 Corite?
Total?
Yes.
Actually, I could not recall.
You can't recall.
No, sir.
Tobaski?
Well,
You can't recall. 2021?
unless I find with the finance. But I cannot recall.
You cannot recall.
Yeah, because we have different teams. Like we'll be put.
Yes, but Mr. Kante, you, for amounts you have collected is recorded, right? And you can have recourse to the books to tell us how much. Is that possible?
I will make a finding,
Yes,
inshallah.
please, you provide us with the information. Continue, Council.
Yes. So, Mr. Kade, please provide that. And were you operating a team?
Yeah, we do operate it in teams.
So from 2020 to 2023, can you provide, or 2022, can you give us the list of the teams that you were working with during Kuwaiti and Tawaski?
Inshallah.
Please do that. Now, did you did you refuse to attend meetings in 2020 in protest of the chairmanship of Sibosonko?
I've not refused.
Okay, please tell us about that.
Good. I could recall this very vividly. It was in 2020, July.
Yes.
I received a call from the clerk of the council.
Yes.
This was on the 21st of July.
Yes.
Telling me that he has an instruction from the chairman.
Yes.
To summon council sitting the following day, Wednesday, on the 22nd.
Yes.
And that's the reason for calling. Then I asked him, is this an emergency meeting? Emergency council sitting? He said, well, I don't know. Then I asked, is there any agenda for the meetings? He said, the agendas are not yet drawn. Then I said, I think I cannot partake in this particular sitting because according to the rules of according to the procedures of the council, we should be served agendas for the sitting 4 days before the date. Okay. So it doesn't falls within the limits for me to participate in that particular meeting.
So that is the only time you can recall refuse to attend meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have one where it appears you have signed a letter together with other 15 councillors, which you have headed the declaration of intent. That's in July as well. That's July 2020, the month you're referring to, which says that you refuse to attend meetings because the chairman was expelled from his party, and therefore you don't want to attend meetings.
Yes,
do you recall that?
I recall signing.
Yes, but do you know at the time that you were signing this particular document?
Yeah, I recalled.
No, but you had said something different. That's now I'm asking whether you knew at the time that you signed the document. It was with reference to the fact that you would not attend meetings because he's no longer the chair. He is expelled from the party.
No, I guess that happened first. My call, I think
July.
This is what I'm saying.
It's in July.
But the dates may differ.
You only have one meeting in 1 month minimum.
We should be, yes, according to the...
You've never had 2 meetings in 1 month? Never?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, never.
I said I was called. This was on
Why did you not attend meetings?
For July?
Yes.
I said the procedure of the council sitting, we should be served agenda of the meeting 4 days before the meeting.
But you refused to attend meetings for about 3 months because you feel the chairperson was expelled.
3 months?
Oh, yes, or thereabout, yes.
No, I could recall signing for July.
You only signed for July. Let me show you this.
Okay.
Do you recognize that document? Yes? Do you recognize the document?
Yes, sir.
What is the document about?
Declaration of intent. Declaration of intent.
Yes, what is it about? You didn't even read this document before. You didn't even read this document before. Have you seen this document before?
I do.
What is it about?
Declaration of intent.
Yes, but that is the heading.
Yes.
Now, what is the document about?
That we are going to cease doing work with the then chairman of the Brikama Area Council. Until his fate is finalized.
Okay. So it means it's not only 1 month you stayed, you were absent for these meetings for more than a month.
But that was the only month also article council sitting was called.
So if council sitting was called the subsequent month, would you attend?
It wasn't called.
Would you have attended?
But it wasn't called.
No, that's not the question. You had the question, you understood, you understand the question. Now answer the question, would you have attended?
I will not attend it.
Exactly. So why are you playing games? So there is no need to call meetings because you would not be present.
Yes, I will not be present.
Why would you not be present? Why?
Because at the time at the point of time in July,
Yes.
how to call it, he was expelled
Yes.
from a party
Yes.
that he was under the ticket.
Yes.
And according to the act,
Yes.
if you cease to be a member of your political party, automatically you cease to be a member of council.
I don't doubt that. I may not even agree with you, but that's not even the most important thing here. If you genuinely believe that, that's okay. But you were following procedure. You wrote to IAC, correct?
Yes, we do.
That's the procedure you followed.
Yes,
you wrote
sir.
to IAC. Why did they respond you? Was there a response?
I could not recall seeing.
Why did you not wait for the response? Before taking the law into your own hands, why would you not wait for the response? You have to get a process. Why would you not wait for the response? Tell me. Is it not more advisable to wait for the response?
Well, at the moment, at that moment of time,
Yes.
we guessed that there was not like wait time for such. There was not like wait time for such.
I don't understand what you're
You saying we start a process.
Yes.
Meaning we wrote to IEC.
Yes.
For the process to be completed.
Yes.
And we did that because we felt like he insists of vacating the office.
That's brilliant. Why did you not wait for the IAC?
This is what I'm saying. That's what we felt. He failed to cease from office. Therefore, we wrote to the IEC.
Yes, but why did you not wait for IEC's response before you now start to take that action of not attending meeting?
Yeah, because we felt like they delayed in their response.
You felt that it was delayed in their response. When did you write the letter?
Maybe if I cannot recall the date, sir.
It's in July
Okay.
2020. And that same July there was supposed to be a meeting. What delays are you referring to?
This was the feeling was, if you cease to be a member of council,
Yes.
you're supposed not to be in that office.
Yes.
Meaning, power was used to maintain in the position.
Yes. Which means now who should be in the office? The vice chair.
The vice chair is supposed to be in charge.
Okay, going by that narration, that belief, then the vice chair should have called for a meeting.
Yes, if in the absence of the chairman, the vice steps in.
Now we don't have a chairman because as far as you're concerned, there is no chairman. The vice chairman is there. Was he expelled?
The vice chair?
Yes.
He was not.
Who was he?
The vice chairman?
Yes.
Honorable Ismail Ajala.
Did he call for a meeting?
I could recall
He did not.
like
Everyone
this
said-
one and the other one that we met for, but like for council sitting, it wasn't called.
So was he supposed to call for a meeting as the vice chair?
In the absence of the chairman, the vice steps in.
Yes, so he was supposed to call for a meeting.
Yes, sir.
But he didn't call for a meeting.
For council sitting, no.
Yes. Did you ask him to call for a meeting?
At my personal level, I could not only in
The
fact,
16 of you, did you ask him to call for a meeting?
this is where I'm coming from.
Yes.
Not only in the aspect of the vice chair.
Yes.
Both of them. Personally, I engage him. I engage Sirifo, not during this period.
Yes.
For council to be having meetings because they were, at times we'll be there for like 1 or 2 months without council sitting.
Mr. Kante, Siripo
Yes.
will answer for not calling for meetings. For everything that he has done, he will really, or he is said to have done, he will have his time like you
Yes.
and answer questions. My question is, the 16 of you who decided that you will not recognize his chairmanship, but you recognize the vice chairman's role,
Yes, sir.
and he should have called for a meeting.
This what
Did you ask him to call for a meeting?
we don't.
Why?
Because at that moment there was like a power struggle or power. There was a tense of power.
Yes.
Therefore-
Tension, power struggle,
Yeah.
electric power. The idea is you guys cultivated that, and you refused to attend meetings, and all of you were responsible. You didn't wait for the law to take its course. You tried to take the law into your own hands.
So do
Do you understand what I'm saying?
we don't take the law into our own.
You could have attended meetings, yet still trigger the process for him to leave office.
No, we felt like, for example, I want to give a scenario. We felt like he's supposed not to be in office, in fact.
That's genuine.
That was the point.
That's genuine feeling.
And yeah, that was the general feeling.
Follow the process.
No, we feel there was no process to be followed.
Go to court.
This is what I'm saying. We are not
to
the one, we were not the one affected. He was the one affected. He's supposed to go to court to defend his case that he's expelled from the party. It's not genuine.
Mr. Kante, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
If I want you, if I say, feel you are not qualified to hold the position of a councillor in the Brikama Area Council, I feel you are occupying that position unlawfully. Can I force you to leave?
No.
I cannot. What should I do?
Well, it differs.
Yes, tell me what you think I should do.
Like, for example, if it is at the party length, you go to chapter article, you go to section 19 and apply that.
Yes.
In the amendments of 2015.
Yes.
You apply that.
Yes.
If it is the other way around,
yes,
then you use section 20.
Yes.
And you use the procedure. Like, for example, issues of corruption, issues of whatsoever.
You're vast in that, and I'm happy you're saying that. So there's a procedure for it.
No, I mean, cease from office. There is no procedure for that. Like, for example, cease from office. Like it says, a dead, like for example, if he or she dies, you can't use any procedure to replace the person because that's automatic issues. If you are fired by your political party, you cease, because it says cease from power, cease from office. Meaning your party expelled you,
yes,
you should cease from, there should not be a procedure.
Can you bring that particular law?
The amendment?
Yes.
I can do.
You can bring it?
Yes, sir.
By tomorrow?
Tomorrow. I can try and see whether
you have
if
to
not tomorrow or next week.
You
if
have
that
to
is
bring
possible.
It.
If that is possible with
yes.
you.
Mr. Kante, you then have up to Monday to bring the law.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are requested.
Thank you.
As it's been requested.
Then, Mr. Chair, we'll hold the discussion at this juncture for now. My friend will bring the relevant provision.
Yes.
Any questions?
Yes, I have. Mr. Kante, you said you benefited from the funds. Is it during your first tenure or your second tenure that you benefited?
My first tenure, ma.
Your first tenure?
Yes, ma.
And you were given 1,051,000?
Yes, ma.
You were supposed to have been given how much?
It's supposed to be 2 million.
And you have indicated in your statement that despite repeated requests from who?
From the CEO.
From the CEO.
CEO,
and who was the CEO?
Mr. Jonga.
Mr. Jonga.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you were informed that this money was available, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were told that this was what you were entitled to as a councillor representing a ward.
Yes, ma'am.
And you did the ward prepared plans as to how to spend this 2 million.
Yes, ma'am.
And you presented that to the development committee, and it was endorsed, right?
No, it's in different one. For that of the ward allocation,
yes,
it goes to the development committee.
Yes.
For the geology fund,
yes,
it goes straight to the CEO.
Yes, but if you have the geology fund, does it not go to the ward development committee account?
It does.
Yes, that is, I'm speaking from that angle, that these monies are paid into the ward development account.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you must have gone to the ward, discussed with them what sort of projects they want, and they have told you, and you have costed the project. For this 2 million, let me ask first, did you have any project that you presented which was costing 2 million?
We do.
You did?
We did.
And you had a project document that showed that the 2 million, when it's paid into your account, this is what you are going to expend it on.
Yes, ma'am.
Please provide us with the proposal or the project document that identified the project that you were supposed to implement, which costed this 2 million. So you said you expended the 1,051,000 on the electricity expansion and,
yes,
and the construction of 14 stalls. at the Carton Seaside. These 14 stalls, were they all constructed, completed?
It is completed and handed over
Handed over.
to the Badala Women Cafe.
Yes, and it's functional as we speak.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and for the electricity project, was it also executed
It was, ma'am.
and completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, for the balance of the money, you indicated that it was supposed to have benefited the Berending Women's Garden.
No, they benefited.
What did they benefit from? The store?
That's the balance. If like for example, electricity expansion was in Kartong, the Badala, the stores and the rehabilitation of the fish smoking center, and the third one was the rehabilitation of Berending Women Garden.
Yes. You were supposed to have 2 million and you got 1,051,000. So there is a balance.
Oh, can I come in?
Yes.
Yes, we sent in all the proposal.
Yes.
And we are told the payments are going to be put into phases.
Yes.
So therefore, the first payment is going to be like that of the Kartong electricity, the Badala, how to call it, the stores and the fish smoking center, and Berending. Yes. So then the balance, after successful completion.
How much balance was the CEO, Mr. Jongo, supposed to have given you from the 2 million?
I think it's supposed to be 949.
You can note it down and cross-check and give us the
it's 949.
Yes, but okay, you are sure that it's 949,000?
It was 949
so what was
plus
949,000 supposed to be expended on?
Also on electricity expansion.
On electricity expansion.
Yes.
So it was no longer for the rehabilitation of the garden.
No, the garden was rehabilitated out of the 1,051,000.
Okay. All right. So bring us the document so that we see what was it that you projected to be implemented by this. So up to date, were you given this balance of money? This 900 and you said 900 and how much? 49?
49.
Yes. Were you given this balance?
Yes, in the second disbursement.
You were given this.
We were.
So what did you expend that 949?
On the electricity expansion.
Expansion. Okay, so you bring us evidence of, you understand, the projects you have executed. And also the people that were contracted to do the contract.
Yeah, contract documents. Huh?
Yes. Yes, Council.
That's all for the witness. I believe we've asked that he comes back on Monday.
Yes. So you will come back on Monday to bring the documents that we had asked you, and he can finish up with you on those issues. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. You are discharged, and we'll see you on Monday.
Sorry. Files.
You may rise.